All right, here we go with the first recap for the first lesson. So what I'm going to do here is just demonstrate how everything should sound and how it should look. I'm going to play things at 4 different speeds, and then I'll do another speed to demonstrate the repeat. And I'm going to count off 4, so this way you can follow along with me. You can also use Guitar Pro to play along with, just, if you'd like to, or if you ever have any questions on how, the guitar should sound at different speeds that are not demonstrated here. And if you ever have any questions with how to use Guitar Pro, we can definitely do some lesson stuff with that. But yeah, let's get into it here. Starting at 60, and remember, if it's a down beat, we strum down. If it's an upbeat, we're going to strum up. From 60 to 120, it's very important you count out loud, say the rhythm that you're playing. If you can count out loud past that, great. If you can't, no big deal. But it's definitely good practice to do that. And the reason why up to at least 120 is because when we move on to 16th notes, saying things, counting 8th notes at 120 is the same thing as counting 16th notes at 60 beats per minute in terms of like how fast you're saying things, like we'll say words per second. Trying to think if there's any other things to say before I demonstrate. I think that about does it, because, you read the ebook, so you know about, start at 60 all the time, go up in 5s, all that good stuff. So, just follow the time limit things that are up at the top of each page, like 10 to 15 minutes. Get where you can. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Track how fast you get, because when we meet next week, I'll be asking you to demonstrate things. And depending on how fast you got throughout the week is how fast I'll be asking you to play things when we meet up again. So I won't be asking you to play like a maximum thing. It'll be close to that, but we'll do some speeds, again, starting at 60, and then a lot of times we'll just work up in 20s, sometimes 10s, occasionally 5, depending on if it was like a really challenging thing or not. But just track how fast you get each practice session, and we'll see how fast you or how much you progress throughout the week. And here we go. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 3, 4 and 1 and 2. 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 3, 4 and 1 and 2. 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and done. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 3, 4 and 1 and 2. 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and done. For me, when things start going pretty fast, I will say the count out loud quieter and quieter. Just for some reason, saying it louder is just hard to do when you're playing faster. All right, 240, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now with the repeats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, number 2, where we have a lot of upbeat or upstrum focus. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, and done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 4, 1, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, and done. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 4, 1, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. Repeats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 3. All right, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 3, 4, and 2, 3, and 4, 1, and 3, 4, and 2, 3, and 4, done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 3, 4, and 2, 3, and 4, 1, and 3, 4, and 2, 3, and 4, done. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 1, and 2, 3, and 4. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I questioned something there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. So yeah, just make sure, like we talked about, be able to play each scale shape comfortably from memory. Before you add on any more. So be able to do those two shapes, again, comfortably from memory before you add back in. Good. That E Phrygian shape up there. And remember, each shape where the last shape ends is where the next one begins. So that C Ionian, it ended by, or at least the bottom string ends with the 10 and the 12. That's how the next shape is going to be in, the 10 and the 12. So trying to visualize how that last shape ended is very important in being able to play the other one. The other thing was the last three notes you played in these shapes. So here, the 10, 12, 13 are the D, E, and F. That's how the next one's going to begin. So remembering that can really help memorize all the other shapes. And yeah, just get where you can with those. As we progress, we'll be able to get new rhythms much faster. Like we'll be able to get the new content made ready for you quicker, so we can focus more on like scales, theory, and all that stuff. But with this being like the first official lesson, we're still fine-tuning exactly where we need to be in terms of the material. But I think we've made a lot of progress already in one day, seeing what we don't need to work on. So that's very good. So you already jumped ahead into what's quite challenging for most people. So excellent. All right. Any questions come up throughout the week, let me know, and I will see you again next week.